fact, it's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side completes Isabella. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and 2, now Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 75 yards. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On second down now, it's Robinson.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Past the 20, 5, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A big play there, 50 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Taylor on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Devon Hamilton with the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 9 now. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Switch gears.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Pierce. And he is going to have a coach first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On the carry, Shaheed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run. Robinson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. run with ETN. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
That's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Taylor's got the first down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll look to run with Taylor. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence airing one out deep for Holmes here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll go again with ETN, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's go now. 18 games. Watch the crowd. Watch the crowd. Mike 41. Watch the out. Watch the out. Show it. Show it. Hey, Delta. Do you cheat us?
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Got it. Who draw Corker? Shoot. Bravo. Spike.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First down, Robinson, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence buying time to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson again, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And the tackle made by Andrew Wingard. Six yards left on second down. Again, it's Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, shedding the tackle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Shaheen, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th-quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Second and 5.
Look at me, zipper. Back, go.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do...
Touchdown! Christian Kirk, 30 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A second broken tackle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
McCann for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Colts, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
やっと、ちょっとやっぱ2時なんだな。1時じゃ結構なかなか実況できないという、やっと今2時になって今更ですけど実況できるようになりました。いやー、なんとか勝ててよかったっすね。やっぱりちょっとまだ QB はだいぶしんどいなというイメージですね。特に割と自分がよく使うようなパスはちょっとやっぱこのぐらいの QB だと厳しいんだなと改めて思いましたね。まあただやっぱりさすがアイディールスインガーだけあってそこそこパスはいい感じにはなるなとは思いましたね。プレッシャーは受けないしあんまりプレッシャー受けないで多分スローミスしてるって感じだった印象ですね。で、スタッフポイントなんですけど、これ選手の能力なんかなと思ったら、よく見たらプレイヤーパーソナルって書いてるんで、これのコストが下がるってことっぽいですね。なんでまだ必要ないかなってとこなんで、とりあえずオフェンシブコーディネーターのスキル上げたいかなってとこですかね。ブーストキャッチにトラフィック、タイトエンドもまあ魅力的ではありますけどね。14か。微妙に足りないな。この下のやつはキャッチフォーワイドレシーバー、ブーストキャッチング、ブースト。キャッチング欲しいけど、インパクトブロッキング、ランブロックパワー、オフェンシブライン面でいいかな。インパクトブロッキング、ワイドレシーバー、ストレングスレーティング。とりあえずはここかな。ブロックパワー。ですかね。ってとこですかね。はい。いやー、なかなかちょっとね、まだ全然フリプラ一度もしてないに等しくて、ちょっとパーソネルの確認だけぐらいしかできなくて、ちょっとシェルロットのパスの精度があんまりわかんなかったんですよね。まあ、ちょっとね、ちょっと練習しないとなって感じでしたね。で、一応イベントはクリアできたんで、4500経験値空いて、ラインは結構ガツガツ経験値上がりそうですね。新人のメルドック。これパスプロテクターかな、やっぱ上げるのは、まずは。OR は上がらないか。でも上げとかないとな。とりあえず。結構みんなレベル上がったかな。ちょっと OL は抱えすぎな感じもあるんですけどね。キャップもすごいギリギリになっちゃってるんですけど。やっぱ、ちょっと QB が特に序盤は心もとないんで、ブレイデン・スミスだっけ？怪我しなくてよかったな。怪我人いないよな。オケレケも確かワンクォーターだけの怪我だったんで、なんとかよかった感じですかね。一応見よう。インジュリーレポート。ホールね。そう、ホールが結構5週怪我だったんで、FA にね、グッドウィンが余ってたんで、ちょうど良かったですね。ちょっとやっぱ4人は欲しいからってとこでしたね。パスプロでいいんじゃないかな、ブレイデン・スミスは。ブランデン・ナイト。パワーでいっか。すげえ、一気に70になった。いいですね。どんどん育ってはきてるな。ジャック・アンダーソン。パスプロ、伸ばしておきますか。若手で、じっくり育てていきたいかなっていう選手ですね。 あれ、23歳。一番若くなかったっけ？違うか。アンダーソンじゃないのか。あれなんか OBR 下がったけど逆に。そんなことあんの？えどういうこと？逆にネルソンの OBR が下がった。そんなことあんの？いやー、コンバージョン。あれしたかったなー。どういうことなんだろう。なんかマイナスになってないといいけどな。なってないよな。単純に、プラス1ってのが消えた感じかな。いやー、しかし、山田さん、ランうまいですね。ジャックスの、まあ自分のちょっとタックルミスみたいなのも多かったですけど、結構ジャガーズ戦で多いんだよな、こういうの。なぜだろう。ブレイクタックル93。ロビンソンだったのかな。リプレイで見たかったな。ATM みたいな人、エティネン、この選手に結構やられてるイメージはあるんだよな、いつも。なかなかね、だってそんなに、まあ強いですけど、そんなに OVR 高いわけでもないけど、やられまくってますね。まあ、そうね。とりあえず。まあ、とにかく OL は上がってきてて嬉しい限りだな。ライアン・ケリーもちょっと怪我しそうになってたけど、もう結構いい年なんだな、ライアン・ケリー。ちょっとそうそう、センターもやばいか。もう1年ぐらいはいけ、もう1年、2年はいけそうだけど、いや、3年ぐらいいけんのかな。ダニエルズ、次で上がるな。ジャック・アンダーソン、もうすぐ上がる。ネルソンも上がったんだよな。メドロックはまあ、着々と育ってはきてる。まあ、パスプロも上げときたいですよね、メドロックも。まあ、そんなとこで、同地区対決なんとか勝ててよかったです。はい。では次も同地区対決、テキサンズ、ヒューストンですね。はい。